Okay, so we are starting with the exercises of punctuation and capital letters. So in the first exercise, you have to put commas wherever it is necessary, right? Okay, so we are starting with Sneha. The first sentence, Sneha.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
Sir, after sir, one comma.
After one,
Sir, sir.
yes, after sir. Okay, it is a comma. So we have learnt about the use of comma that when to set off the subject if we are talking to the subject about something and first we are taking the name of the subject, then we can separate it with the help of comma. This is one of the usages of the comma, if you remember, right? So
Yes.
this is exactly what is happening here. All right. So we are talking to the same person. So we have just separated sir with a comma, and then we can write, may I visit the washroom. We also had this example of Kavita. Have you done this or that? Then we put a comma and then write Kavita. So it is the same case over here also. All right. The next sentence. Yes, Jeannie.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
I want to play, comma, eat and
Yes.
take a nap.
Yes. So this is one of the most common usages you can say of comma, right?
Yes, sir.
We use comma like this quite a lot, where we are mentioning two, three things. So we separate everything with the help of a comma. So we can say this is one of the most common uses of comma. Okay, yes, Anirudh.
Yes, sir. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Sir, after Rakesh, there will be a comma.
Yes. Then
Sir, then, sir, after family also.
why? Can you tell me the reason?
Sir, because, sir, it is, mm, sir, it is telling more about Rakesh.
Yes. So
That,
basically you can say that it is a case of opposition. I told you
yes,
opposition
sir.
yesterday
Yes,
that
sir.
when we are talking about the same person giving some information again and again
Sir,
about
extra
the same
information.
person. Right, right. The example I gave you of Mr. Ganguly. Our new economics teacher is excellent at his job. So our new economics teacher was also telling about Mr. Ganguly and is excellent at his job is also telling about Mr. Ganguly only. So
Yes,
when
sir.
in a sentence we are talking about or we are referring to the same person and whatever we are saying, so they are in opposition. So we put a comma. So over here also the youngest in the family, this thing is also being talked about for Rakesh and is in America. This information is also being given for Rakesh only. So we have separated them with the help of comma. So this was the case of opposition.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Yes, Atulesh. Atulesh, did you get the permission to unmute?
Sir, I got the permission to unmute.
Okay,
Sir,
so you can
sir,
start.
my
Atulesh, okay, you also got. So first Atulesh will go, then Ian. Yes.
Sir, my favorite dishes are curries and sir, comma, salad and momos.
Okay. So again, this is the most common use, curries,
Sir,
comma,
because
salads, and
we are
momos.
separating words.
Yes, yes, in a list when more than two, three words are there, so they are separated with the help of commas. Everybody knows about this usage. So there is nothing to explain over here. Yes, Yanshi. The next one.
yes, sir. Radha had milk, comma sandwiches and fruits for breakfast.
Yes. So again, this was the usual common use of comma that milk and sandwich has been separated with the help of comma. If one more thing was present before and, then we would have written comma even after sandwiches, and one more thing could have been added, and then and fruits could have been there, right? So
Yes.
this is how comma is used. Okay, now Ira can answer.
Yes, sir. Sir, it will be we were taught maths, comma, English and French at school today.
Yes, so now all the subjects are being considered. What are the subjects that have been taught? So naturally, they will also take a comma. But now, before and comma is not there. Sometimes you have seen that before and also a comma is there. Have you seen? So that is the case when and is acting as a coordinating conjunction. If you remember, I gave you an example where I told you that if two independent clauses are present and they are joined with the help of a conjunction, then we put a comma before the conjunction. And that conjunction which joins two independent clauses to form a compound sentence, that conjunction is called a coordinating conjunction. So, if two independent clauses are being joined with the help of an and, then that and starts acting as a coordinating conjunction. So, we put a comma before that and. So, never get confused why a comma is not being placed before and over here, like in sentence number 6, and why you see comma before and at some other places, because you sometimes you find it. So this is the reason why, because the usage is different. Over there and starts acting as a coordinating conjunction which is joining two independent clauses to create a compound sentence. But over here, the usage of and is very simple. Basically, we are just listing out some items, some things, and we are putting comma after everything, and then at the end we are using and completing the sentence. So the usage of and is different at both the places. So at one place it takes a comma before it, and at the other place it does not take a comma. So it depends on the usage where you are using and accordingly the use of comma or the use the presence of the when the comma is absent, why is it absent? You can understand accordingly. Okay, Arunima, yes,
Good morning, teachers.
good
Sir,
morning.
it will be Sir Akbar, comma, sir, the greatest Mughal empire. Then,
Yes,
sir, again, comma, founded the religion Din e
Dini Ilahi.
Ilahi.
All
Din
right.
Ilahi.
So why we have put the comma at all these places? Can you tell
Sir,
me?
because sir, it is telling sir more about the Sir Akbar, sir.
Yes. So again, this is a case of opposition because all the things that are following Akbar, they are just telling us more about Akbar. They are referring to the same person, that is Akbar. The greatest Mughal emperor is also has been used for Akbar only, and the last part founded the religion Deen-e Ilahi. This has also been used for Akbar only. So again, this is the case of opposition, that all the things that are written over here, they are referring to the same person. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Well, the next sentence, Aryan can answer the next one. Yes, Aryan. Aryan, you are not audible. Check your earphone first. Okay. Nishant, I think this is Anubhav. Okay, Anubhav, you can.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Anubhav, good morning.
Sir, do you think I can buy chocolates, comma, chips and juices? Juice with 50 rupees.
Okay. So comma has been used at one place, chocolates, comma, chips. So this
Yes,
is again the basic use of comma that we have used it after chocolates. Okay. Sentence 9. Aryan, is your earphone now working properly? Speak something. No, I don't think it is working. Maybe you can remove your earphone and then talk directly from your device. Yes.
Sir, now it is audible.
Yes, now it is audible. Now you can tell me the ninth one.
It will be I need a smart, energetic
Energetic, yes.
and honest person to do my personal work.
Yes. So all these adjectives are there: smart, energetic, honest. So we are putting a comma after smart, energetic, and then we already have an and. So there is no requirement to put a comma over there.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Welcome. Yes, Mai, answer the last one.
Good morning, teacher. Sir, the tenth Jane went to the park, comma, the mall and the zoo during the winter break.
Okay. So basically, this is also a type of listing where we are providing all the places where Jane went to during the winter break. So Jane went to the park, comma, the mall and the zoo. So she visited three places. So we have placed a comma after the first one. All right, so this completes our first exercise where we have seen the use of comma. Most of the sentences were having the most common use of comma. Then one case was where you separated the subject to whom you were addressing in the first one, and the part of the address was separated with the help of a comma. And then there were some examples of apposition present, right? Where you were talking about the same person again and again. So that part has been separated with the help of comma. So these are the three main uses that we have seen for comma in this exercise. All right, now we proceed to the next exercise. And in this exercise, you will find that it's not only the use of comma that will be checked, but we have to see everything, right? Maybe there is a problem with capital letter, maybe a full stop is not present, right? So you will have to check all the things, all the punctuation marks that are required, you will have to check. So this will be a very comprehensive exercise because over here we have to check everything. Yes, Unnati.
Good morning, teachers.
Good
Sir,
morning.
it is, sir, I will be capital.
Yes, definitely, because we have studied that the first letter of every sentence, it has to be capital. So we can write it as like this, right? It should be like this. Yes. Then
It's been, sir, it's been a long day.
any other thing that is wrong, or otherwise everything is fine now? You will find
Sir,
that an apostrophe was also missing over here. So we need to put an apostrophe over here, right?
sir, it was there. Sir, it was there.
Actually, it was with the pencil. Okay, it was not printed. Right. So we need an apostrophe in it, and I should be in capital. Apart from that, everything is fine. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Anirudh.
Yes, sir. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Sir, the dog, sir, T will be capital, sir, because it is the first letter.
Yes.
And sir, after sir dogs, insert dog, sir, after G, sir, there will be an apostrophe.
Okay, so there is a use of an apostrophe over here after G. Why?
Yes, sir.
Because we are trying to show possession, and we know
Yes, sir.
that if we want to show possession, we need to use apostrophe. This is one of the uses of apostrophe. So, when we put apostrophe after G, it becomes dog's tail. It means the tail of the dog wagged rapidly, right?
Yes, sir.
So this tail is now being we are showing some relation, some position to the dog. Whose tail? The dog's tail wagged rapidly. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now Vaishnavi.
Yes, sir. Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
Sir, it will be Mumbai, sir, M capital.
Yes.
Sir, Mumbai, M capital.
Yes, M should be capital
Sir,
for
is
two
the
reasons.
capital of
One reason is that the sentence is
sir
starting
the
with Mumbai, and another reason is M
sir
should also
is
be capital because
is a
it is the
proper
name
noun.
of a city. Yes, it is a proper noun, it is the name of a city. So there are two reasons why M of Mumbai should be capital. Then,
Yes, sir. And Mumbai is the capital of Sir Maharashtra M capital.
yes, again, Maharashtra is the name of a state, which is again a
Is a
proper noun.
proper
So
noun.
this should
Yes, sir.
also be in capital. Then anything
And
else
it's a
do you
full
find?
stop. Sir,
Yes.
full stop.
After the end of the sentence, we need to put a full stop.
Full stop.
So
Yes,
these
sir.
are the
Thank
things
you, sir.
that one. So three changes have taken place over here, right?
Sir, full
Because
stop
the
and
yes,
capital
the
letters.
capitals we had to change a couple of letters into capital, and one full stop was required.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes. 2, 5. Okay, Vivek.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, in the sentence, there is a first two letter is C, so S will be capital.
Yes, definitely.
And
Then
sir, ma'am, sorry, sir, there is full stop.
yes, after novelist, there is a full stop because the sentence is ending over there. Correct. Anything else? See, before between award and winning also, we are going to use a hyphen. All right. For
Yes, sir.
angel, this is for angel that it is a hyphen. Okay. Because she was very confused. So just don't think that what is the length I have used for this hyphen, whether it is n dash or m dash. I'm telling you it's a hyphen. A hyphen is used in cases where we want to make compound nouns and compound adjectives, right? For example, I told you state of the art design. So over here, what is happening? This novelist is present and award winning is present. So novelist means a person who writes novels, correct? So we know that novelist is a noun because it is a person. And award winning present over here is describing the novelist. So award winning is basically acting as an adjective, right? So award winning present over here is a compound adjective. So over here we have used a hyphen in between. This is the use of a hyphen. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So three changes are here also. We have used a hyphen between award winning, which is acting as a compound adjective over here. She, the first letter of the sentence should be in capital and a full stop is required at the end. All right. So now the next sentence, Arushi can answer.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, quotation marks open and W will be capital.
Yes. W is going to be in capital. So I have made it capital like this. Yes. And because it is now a direct speech basically, so we have to put it into what do you call quotation marks. So
Quotation marks.
yes, so basically I am going to draw quotation marks like this somehow. What time
After
will
arrive,
will he arrive? Yes. So after this, a comma is
question
required,
marks.
and then yes, okay. Question mark I forgot. So question mark is also there over here because it is a question.
We will close the quotation marks.
Yes. Wait. Yes, I was not able to find the question mark. So basically, a question mark is required, and after that, we have to we have to end the quotation mark, so the quotes end over here, and then it will be she asked. So what time will he arrive? This is the quoted speech, and then we can write she asked after that, and we need another full
Full
stop over
stop.
here at the end of the sentence to end the sentence, right? So these are the changes that
Yes.
have taken place. Basically, we have to put a question mark because so comma will not be here, right? So we have to just put a question mark after the question, put the whole thing in quotes, and after that we have to put a full stop at the end of this. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Angel. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, it will be Y will be capital. You'll find this material in chapters 8 to 12. Sir, 8 to 12, between that, hyphen will be there.
No, Angel, you are wrong. Is it a hyphen?
Yes. Sir.
Are you sure? Is it a hyphen?
No, sir, it's a N dash.
Yes, it is an n dash because n dash is used in three places. Now I am going to repeat those three places. First is the range of numbers or a span of time. For that, n dash is used. The second usage is to show a route. If you want to show that the flight is going from this place to that place, or a train is going from this place to that place, so from Delhi to Goa, then that route is denoted with the help of n dash. And the third usage is when there is some agreement or a partnership between two entities. Those entities can be companies, countries, states, anything it can be. When we want to show some sort of partnership or agreement between the two entities. So these are the three uses of n dash. And you can see chapters 8 to 12, they are just telling us some range of numbers, right? So a range of number is always denoted with the help of n dash. So this is n dash. Should I write it also?
So I got it.
Yes. No, it is for everyone then that they know. Because the use of hyphen is for what? It is for to help add prefix to the words. If you remember, like anti-nuclear, great grandmother, right? For all these things, when we want to add prefix to some words, then hyphen is used, and hyphen is used for we have just used it for making compound nouns, compound adjectives. For those cases, hyphen is used. Hyphen is not used to show a range of numbers. So whenever you will find a dash in between two numbers, whether it is for years like 2001 to 2020, right? Or you are seeing chapters 8 to 12, whenever you are going to find numbers and in between a dash is there, it is always going to be an n dash and not a hyphen. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
well, now Atufa can answer. Yes, Atufa.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
Sir, in this question, the word the will be capital.
Yes.
The work is due to start in 2 weeks' time. In 2 weeks' time, we will, after and in between 2 weeks, we will put in hyphen.
All right. So basically over here we are telling how much time is it going to take. It will be 2 weeks time. So all right, by mistake I think it is there. It should not be over here. Okay. There is no such case of possession over here. So if I have given you something like that, maybe it is by mistake, right? Because we are not giving any position, we are just telling how much time is it going to take to start the work, right? So we are not going to use it over here. Then the next sentence. Yes, Surabhi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, 1 minute.
Sir, first, the will be capital. Sir, T.
Yes, definitely.
So then between 2008 and 2011, so there will be N dash.
Yes, and dash because now it is showing a span of time. And this is the purpose of use of an and dash. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, then.
So the season was the best time for the team. So then there will be full stop.
Yes, at the end there will be a full stop to end the sentence. So full stop is required in mostly all the sentences. Actually, we failed to discuss over here also a full stop was required, over here also a full stop was required. It was not there. So after every sentence, we have to put a full stop.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Why are the boys not participating? I can see only 3, 4 boys present. Anirudh, Aryan, Atulesh, Anubhav. And I don't think anyone is there. Harshit, you all, Arnav, why are you all not answering? Not understanding, Vivek answered once. You don't want to study. All right. Shubhanjali,
Good morning, teachers.
good morning.
Sir, in the sentence of Pam, P will be capital.
Obviously, Pam is the name of a person. It is a proper noun. So it has to be in capital. And moreover, the sentence is also starting with Pam only. So it has to be in capital. Then
Sir, after set comma, inverted commas open in
yes, so
capitals.
with because said is present, so we are getting an idea that this is the case of a reported speech. So we are opening the quotation marks from here, and we also know that use of capital letters is such that the after the quotation marks have been opened, the first letter after the quotation mark is always in capital. So we have to write M also in capital, right? My cousin is studying engineering in then Shubhanjali.
Sir, sir, then IIT whole will be capital and then full
Yes,
stop and
because it
quotation
is
marks
an
close.
abbreviation, right? And we know that for abbreviations, they should be in capital. And when we write it in full form also, then in those cases also, the first letter of every word should be in capital. So we are going to write IIT in capital, right? Then we will put a full stop, and after that, the quotes will be closed. So this is how the sentence will be completed. All right. Yes, Yanshi.
Yes, sir. Sir, in Mrs. M will be capital
Yes,
and
definitely.
Marshall is a name, so M also will be capital in Marshall.
Yes.
After ask
So
the class, we have a comma.
ask the class. All right.
And quotation marks will start and W will be capital, as you said,
Okay.
sir.
So from ask the class, we are getting the idea that now some direct speech is going to come. So we are putting quotation marks. All right. First of all, let me write the capital letters. Over here, M is going to be capital. Then again over here, M is going to be in capital. And then W is the first word in the quotation marks. So W is also going to be in capital.
Sir,
Then
Janet is a name, so J will be capital.
you are missing something.
Sir, after where there will be an apostrophe where.
Yes, because apostrophe is used in case of contractions also, right?
Yes, sir.
Just like in cases of I will be, right, I apostrophe double L is there, right? So in all
Yes.
these cases, we tend to use an apostrophe to contract a word. So over here also we are going to put an apostrophe to show a contraction. This is for where is. So I is missing. So we have to put an apostrophe. Then you said it correctly that Janet is a proper noun. So we have to put J in capitals. Then,
She is, sir. After she, there will be apostrophe. Then we'll put an S.
okay, so where is Janet? First of all, see, the question is stopping over here. The first
Yes.
question that Mrs. Marshall is doing is asking, where is Janet? Right? And then she stops there. So we have to put a question mark after where's Janet. And then
Yes.
again, she starts saying that she is never absent. So we find that after the question mark, now naturally S should be in capital, right?
Yes, sir.
So this S of she is has to be in capital. So we are going to write S in capital. Then we find that again there is a contraction. So again we need an apostrophe after she. That is over here because it is the short form for she is, right? And then
Yes.
never absent. So we will put a full stop over here, and then we are going to close the quotation mark. So you will find that there are a lot of changes in this sentence, right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
The first change is the first letter of the sentence, Mrs. Then we have Marshall, ask the class. We will put a comma. We will open the quotation marks. The first letter after the quotation mark is in capital. Then where's is a contraction. So we put an apostrophe. Janet is a proper noun. So we write J in capital. And because it is a question, where's Janet? So we put a question mark. After question mark, she is there, so S of she should be in capital. She is also written in contraction, so again we have to put an apostrophe, and then after absent we put a full stop and close the quotation.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, welcome. 10 more sentences we are going to do. How much we can do today? We will do that much. That is sufficient for your practice. So we will complete this chapter today itself. Yes, Neha.
Yes, sir. Sir, many M will be capital.
Yes.
Skiers spent the Christmas holidays in A only capital.
Okay.
Then after comma and Uttarakhand U capital and full stop.
All right. So, don't you think Christmas should also
Christmas,
be in
yes, sir.
capital?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. I
because
saw.
Christmas is the name of a festival, right? So, all
Yes.
the proper nouns have to be in capital. And remember one more thing, that when we are writing a small place and then a bigger place, so we put a comma. Okay. For example, if we want to write Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, then what happens? After Prayagraj, we are going to put a comma and then we are going to write Uttar Pradesh. If we are writing three things, something bigger than that, then we have to put comma again and again. Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, and maybe then India. If we are going from small to big, so we have to put commas like that. Okay. So Oli is a small place in Uttarakhand. So after Oli, we are going to put a comma and then we are going to write Uttarakhand. And because both are the names of places, one is the name of maybe a city, Oli is a city, and then we have Uttarakhand, which is the name of a state. So both are proper nouns. So both should be in capitals. And the same is with Christmas, which is again the name of a festival. And M over here is capital because it is the first word of the sentence. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
welcome. Now, all right, Anirudh, you can answer because I can't find any boys
Yes,
participating in the
sir.
class at all.
Good morning, teacher.
All of
Sir,
them are
sir,
sleeping.
the sir T will be capital, sir, because it is the first letter, sir.
Yes.
And sir, New York, sir, N will be capital because,
So
and sir, York
basically,
also.
the first word of all three will be capital. And
Sir, four
actually,
also.
New
Nine
York
also.
Times is basically the name of a newspaper.
Yes, sir. It is a
Right.
specific
Yes,
name.
yes. So I have told you that in cases of the names of newspapers, magazines, books,
Books,
the
films.
names of all these should be in capital. So the first word of all of them will be in capital. So over here also, New York Times is the name of a newspaper. So it has to be in capital.
And sir,
All right.
after newspaper, sir, it will be a full stop.
Yes, is a very famous international newspaper. Right. So after newspaper, we are going to put a full stop to complete our sentence. So all the first four words they have to be in capital.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, I think this is quite easy. Very few students are participating. Now it can't get easier than this. We are just doing punctuation. Yes, Aryan.
Sir, it will, sir, perhaps P will be capital.
Yes.
Sir, and after the man, there will be a comma.
So basically, see, said the man is present. So we are getting the idea that this is the quotation speech. This is the direct speech because the man said perhaps. So we have to put this in quotation marks. Perhaps, said the man. So these are the this is the direct word that has been spoken by this man. And for two reasons we have to put P in capital. One is the what you can say the first word in the sentence, and another thing is that this is also the first word in quotation marks, right? The quoted speech that you can say. So P has to be in capital over here. So wherever you find said the man, you get an idea that we are talking about some quoted speech. So you are going to put quotation. Yes, perhaps said the man.
So comma will be there after the man.
Yes. Then
So then quotation marks open and V will be VW will be capital.
yes. So basically now his speech is continuing. So we have just broken his speech. That first we reported that the man said perhaps, and then we are reporting the next part of his quoted speech. So this part of his speech is also quoted that he said we will find something in the next room. So again, first of all, we need to put a full stop over here, and then we are going to close the quotation marks. So basically, we have just bifurcated, we have just divided his quoted speech into two parts. In between, we have put said the man, and then we have put the remaining of his direct speech in quotation after it. All right. Yes, Genius.
Yes, sir. The T will be capital.
Yes.
Professor holds office hours every Wednesday. W will be capital.
Yes, obviously, it is the name of a day, proper noun.
And after 11, there will be colon, then 00 AM, N dash, after 1 colon, then
Yes.
00 PM, full stop.
Yes. So first of all, we are getting a span of time. So it will be an n dash over here. Then after Wednesday also we have to put a comma, right, on every Wednesday, and then we are going to tell the time at what time, because something should separate this day and the time, right? So we are going to
Sir.
do that with the help of a comma. And we know that the use of a colon is that when we are writing time, then between the hour and the minute we put a colon. So the colon will come over here also and over here also. And one more thing is that after AM and PM, we have to put dots because it is the short form, contracted form actually. Because AM means anti meridian and that is post meridian, right? So
Yes,
these
sir.
are the short forms that are present. So we have to put full stop points over here also. And I am putting the colon marks at these places where they are required. So one colon mark is going to be over here and another colon mark should be over here between 1 and 0 minutes, right? So the colon marks have to be at these two places. Okay, the last sentence we are doing, so we will do only 15 sentences from this exercise. Genia, mute yourself. We are getting the sound of the train. Okay, Mahi, complete this 15th one.
The, the T will be capital.
Yes,
Yes, sir. The loss L will be capital.
definitely. Then,
And sir, A will be capital.
yes, because we are talking about Los Angeles, it is the name of a city. Yes. So, first
And
of
sir,
all, the is the starting word of the sentence. So, T should be capital. Then, Los Angeles is the name of the city. Then,
after that, sir, comma will be there. And
you
sir,
have forgotten one thing. We will put an N dash over here. Why? Because we are getting a route, right?
yes, sir, yes.
I have told you that when we get the destination point and the starting point of a route for a flight or a train journey or any other journey, when we are talking about that somebody is moving from one place to another, we are getting a route, then we separate it with the help of N dash. So over here we are talking about a Los Angeles London flight. So this is a route that the flight is going to take. So we will put an and dash between Los Angeles and London, and Los Angeles and London are the names of the cities, so they are proper nouns. So their first letter should also be in capital. Then
And sir, L London L will be capital.
yes,
After that, full stop.
yes, because of bad weather. So we have put a full stop. Now this is again direct speech. Who is this man? Asked Santosh. So basically, who is this man should go into quotation marks, right? This should go into quotation marks. W should be in capital, right? And a question mark also requires to be is also required to be placed over here because this is a question. Who is this man? Then actually the quotation mark should be closed. I forgot about the question marks. So the quotation mark is going to come after the question mark, and then ask Santosh. S should be in capital, right? Then what happens? Then we have to put another comma because who is this man? Asked Santosh was something else. Putting luggage into the car, then we are going to put a full stop. All right. So I have discussed one more sentence. Now I think we have practiced it enough. So according to me, the chapter is complete. If you have any doubts regarding any of the punctuation marks that you have not understood, you can ask. Otherwise, your class is over.